Hi Dry Set Cuties, Wendy here. Today we're going to draw Alberto from Pixar's Luca. So let's get started. To draw cool Alberto, let's first start by drawing his face. So I'm going to come right here and draw basically the bottom of a U, but right here it's going to be a little bit more slanted inward as I come down. So notice it's just more in, and then I'm going to come right across, say about right here, and do the same thing. Then I'm going to bring this down much lower than usual because his face is very long. So about right there, go ahead and connect at the bottom. Nice big curve and back up. There. So just notice this part is a little bit more inwards. Then from there, let's come to where you started and we're going to draw a big circle for his eyes. So about right here towards the edge. Go ahead and draw a circle. And same thing right across. About right here. Now that we have our circles in, let's make them draw so cute eyes. So 2 small circles inside for highlights. And a curve line at the bottom and shade in the top. And lines at the bottom, and same thing over here. So I hope you love this cute Pixar movie as much as I do. If you do, definitely check out the playlist I've created for these cute characters. I've drawn Luca, I've drawn Julia, and the cat, of course, right? So I have Alberto here, and of course another sea monster coming up soon. So now that I have the eyes in, let's come to the side right here. I'm just going to draw a curve right over just to anchor my eye. Right here towards the sides. And here as well. Just a little curve. From there, I'm going to give him a big smile. So about right here, I'm going to go ahead and draw a big curve that comes slightly upwards. And cap it off. There. Now that we have that, let's come back down. About in this area right here, I'm going to draw his ear. So kind of like the center of the eye. And come right here and draw a big ear, big curve. And let's draw the inside. So I'm going to come about right here, draw a curve going up, and then one coming down. So same thing on the other side. About right here. Nice big curve, and once again up and then down for his ears. Now that we have that in, let's finish his face. So I'm going to drag this up pretty high. Let's say right there, come up across. Easier for my hand to draw downwards. So bring it nicely high and up. So let's find my center. So say about right here, I'm just going to give myself a point. From there, I'm going to go slightly upwards and then curve down to connect. So same thing here. Now to draw his brow, which is going to be pretty high up. So about in this area right here, I'm going to start here and draw a slight curve coming downwards and thicken it up. And same thing on the other side, about right here. And thicken it up. And there, now it looks more complete with his brows, right? So then now let's draw the curly tuft of hair on top. So I'm going to come right about here and here, nice and centered. And I'm just going to draw this mound going up. So sometimes with a bigger curve, smaller curve, you just want to create this mound that kind of comes about right here. I'll just draw a center one, nice big round one, and come right back down. There. Nice and tall, right? And then for the sides, let's come about right here, and we're going to do the same thing, and we're going to taper back down to here. So sometimes bigger, smaller, and we're just going to get down and thinner on this part right next to the ear. So same thing here. There. And if you like, you can do this when you're coloring, but just wanted to show you. I'm going to come in here lightly and add some texture. Just going to come in here with some curves to add some texture. Just here and there. There. Okay, so now that we're done with his head, let's draw his body. So we're going to come to the center, right here and here. And I'll give him a little neck and come out for his shoulders. And so notice the shoulder area right here is a little bit more straight because his hand's going to be on his hips. So let's find his armpit area, let's say about right here and here. And then now at those 2 points, I'm going to draw a slight angle down. There, so it's very thin. And let's come back up here and I'm going to draw a curve for his neckline for his tank top. And then let's come right here. We're going to create a curve that comes below his armpit area to draw his tank top. There. So then let's bring this down a little bit more. And about right here, I'm going to stop and I'm going to wobble across. So I come right here, I'm just going to wobble my way across, slightly lower towards the center, and then come out right here, draw a little angle. So this is going to be the beginning of his pants. And then let's come to the center, right underneath this curve, and I'm going to draw this little knot. So just going to start with a little oval, and then 2 ovals hanging out of it. And then from there, I'm going to come, imagine this is as a curve, I'm going to come right here and draw this curve right here and here on both sides. If you're using a pencil, you can definitely just draw the belt that goes right across. But I'm just trying to frame it because I need to draw this rope belt that he has. So right here, I'm going to pop it out, and then go right in to connect everything. There. So like I said, if you have a pencil, just go ahead and draw this curve first and then put in the knots. There. And the loops. Okay, so then from there, let's come straight down and about right here, I'm just going to give myself a point. And from there, I'm going to draw a curve right in the center. Then let's come to the sides right here. We're going to start to create his shorts or his pants that's rolled up. So let's bring this down to about right there, and I'm going to go ahead and connect it with a curve. From there, let's draw the rolled up part. So I'm going to wobble, curve, and same thing here. And connect. And you can draw a little line in there if you like for some details. And I'll just go ahead real quickly right here in the center. I'll just add a line right there. And now for his legs, let's bring them out right here and here. So closer towards the inside and here. So let's work on this one. And go down at a slight angle, about right there, and this one as well. So getting slightly thinner as we come down. And right here I'm going to draw a heel, so pop it out with a curve, come across, and about right there, pop out a curve. So we're going to start to draw his toes. 1 big curve, 2, 3, right there. And then we come in here for a big toe, 2 little curves inside for the other toes. So same thing over here. All right, right there. So once again, heel, come out, about right here, curve it in. Same thing here, big curve for the toe, and then 1, 2, 3, right? 2, 3. And so we got the big toe and 2 little curves inside. There. Okay, so then now finally his arms. And I know I want his hands to be about right here. So let's start with an angle. Comes right there and here. So I want his hand to be about right here. Then I'm going to angle it out. So let's follow. Come out. Elbow. Come in a little bit thinner. And about right there, I'm going to angle out and then loop a little finger towards the back. So same thing on the other side. So we're right here. Just going to drag a point across, approximate. And bring this down to the right here, just like the other side. And come down, hand, and then little finger right there. And let's see, that is pretty much it. You can come in here with some crease lines if you like, and I'm going to add a big heart right here for Alberto on his tank top. There, I really hope I made this fun and easy for you to follow along with me to draw Alberto here from Pixar's Luca. Thanks so much for watching, and if you loved it, please make sure to subscribe and turn on your notification bell so you won't miss any new Draw So Cute videos. See you